Hi everyone, today we're diving into a topic that continues to spark debate among fans and critics alike, and that is the real impact of The King, Eternal Monarch on Lee Min-ho's career, because while the series was highly anticipated and backed by a major writer, its reception turned out to be far more polarized than expected, leading to discussions that go beyond simple success or failure and instead touch on broader questions about storytelling, audience expectations, and star power in a rapidly evolving industry. When the drama first aired, it carried enormous weight, not only because it marked Lee Min-ho's return after military service, but also because it paired him with Kim Un-suk, a writer known for delivering massive hits, which naturally set the bar extremely high. However, as episodes progressed, online discussions began to reflect growing confusion over the narrative structure, particularly the complex parallel universe concept, which some viewers found intriguing while others considered unnecessarily convoluted. What makes this situation particularly significant is how Lee Min-ho's performance was evaluated within that context, because instead of focusing solely on his acting, much of the discourse shifted toward whether even a top-tier actor could anchor a story that audiences struggled to follow. On platforms like Reddit and international forums, viewers debated whether his portrayal was restrained to match the character's royal demeanor or whether it lacked emotional depth, illustrating how perception can vary dramatically depending on narrative clarity. At the same time, there were strong defenses from fans who argued that his performance was consistent with the tone of the series and that the real issue lay in pacing and editing decisions. Industry commentary later suggested that the show's global streaming performance was more favorable than domestic ratings might indicate, highlighting a growing divide between Korean viewership patterns and international consumption habits. This raises an important point about how success is measured in the current era, where streaming platforms can sustain a project's relevance even when traditional metrics appear underwhelming. Looking back, The King, Eternal Monarch, did not damage Lee Min-ho's career in the way some initially feared, but it did expose the limitations of relying solely on star power to carry complex narratives. So the real question is not whether the drama succeeded or failed, but what it revealed about the changing dynamics of audience engagement in global entertainment, and whether actors like Lee Min-ho need to adapt their project selection strategies accordingly.